Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts, and we're back for the warning. This time, we're gonna walk through the evolution of the warning. Now, I got this recommended, but without a link, and I found a couple of versions of evolution with different people. Now, one of them did have significantly more views. That's the one I'm not reacted to, but there's a reason I chose this one. One, that one actually starts at 2011. This one shows 2009, so I'd like to get the earlier years. Secondly, that one was about twice as long, and I have a limited time window to do this, but you know, it is what it is. This still has a significant amount of views and so forth, so let's get to it. Certainly looking forward to see the journey. Obviously, I saw them pretty young. I think this goes before when I saw them with the Enter Sandman video. I think maybe 3 years or something to that effect. I can't quite recall, but something along those lines. But let's get to it. So little. What a difference in just a couple of years there. You know, really, I mean, it's unbelievable. Or even just the previous video. Notice that they probably literally can't reach physically, but you don't see them using the pedals. Wow, I mean, just from what we saw from 2009 to 2012 there, you know, in POW is unbelievably, you know, just an unbelievable progression in just a few short years. And secondly, what she's able to do at that young age is ridiculous. And now we see Sax here. She has short hair. I haven't heard this. So far, I haven't heard anything we've done so far. Okay, so what we hear here is actually kind of a mess, right? And it's so cool to see that. Because it's important to understand that it is truly an evolution. And while, yes, these sisters may have incredible talent natively and be able to do something, you know, that nobody else can, they've worked at it. It's been truly a progression, and there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. And, you know, especially vocally here, this is quite messy. But they're young. What do you expect, right? Like, please understand that, you know, I'm being honest and transparent, not critiquing them, right? You got to start from somewhere, and it's really cool to see that. Hold up, that was actually pretty tight between Ali and POW there. Especially at that age. So you see POW taking the lead singing there. And I've heard her sing, but I've not actually heard her take the lead. That's really interesting. She sounded good. this one is the first one I did. And so there you see Danny taking the lead. So I imagine that at an early age, they probably experimented, right? They probably tried to figure out what works. And of course, they can all sing. And you see they all have a mic here. They all are doing some kind of singing while also playing the drums, while also playing the bass, while also playing the guitar. And now Danny's over at the keyboard, right? So they're all just cramming it in. But, you know, before they found themselves, it may not have been clear who was taking on vocals. I mean, maybe they originally thought that, you know, Pow would sing. And, you know, with time, it made sense for Danny. Not sure. What? Okay, that was ridiculous. When that just went into double time, I mean, Pow on the drums, oh my goodness. And they just clicked. Ali on bass they just clicked. So two things I want to point out here. Well, at least two. We'll see when I start talking. But one, now you start to see Danny coming into her own and taking lead vocals. And I think that my guess, I'm speculating on all this, guys, honestly. So it's okay. Feel free to comment. I don't know. But I'm guessing as they progressed, that they started to realize that they wanted to take on more of a hard sound, a more metal, you know, grunge, you know, hard sound. And, you know, Danny's vocals lend themselves so much better than the others to me, certainly at this early age. She could just go real hard, and they probably started to realize that she's naturally more geared towards that, or just sounds better, or something to that effect. So that's number one. Number two, I see in this video some of the natural tendencies that you see Danny doing now, or maybe not naturally, maybe it's learned, but I assume that it's just natural, where like shaking the head as she's doing it, and some of those things we're starting to see some of the same Danny isms here. Shaking her head like So, I mean, that's quite a crowd. You see it's a lot of younger girls, and it looks sort of like they're in uniforms, or they're all wearing red, so maybe it's Christmas time. I'm not quite sure. But, you know, my guess is it's some kind of school function. It's outdoors, but it's quite a crowd. And, of course, they're already performing at such a young age, getting that experience, those reps in. And, yeah, they already sound so dang good there. Like, really. I'm getting goosebumps. You got the warning branded drums there now. Okay, this was one of the early ones I reacted to, and this video blew my mind. period. Not only the message, but the performance, the way they did everything about this, everything about it. So, I mean, this is really obviously a fan cam and, you know, too close where you're getting that, you know, reverberating bass drums right in your face. So the balance is not going to sound that good, of course. This is fun. But look, you see Allie growing up here, right? And, you know, as if each and every one of them aren't, you know, just crazy talented. And again, put in the work and time and energy. And I'm sure there were many, many countless days and nights of rigor and distress and potentially tears, right? Like they put it in the time and essentially, I mean, I obviously know nothing about the rest of their non-musical life, but I'm guessing with giant sacrifice, missing, you know, their childhood and so forth. The reason I stopped here, though, is we see Allie growing up, you know, again, nothing, like, it's still remarkable with Pau and Danny, but like Allie, just this little girl hanging with her older sisters. It's just remarkable what she's been able to do and come along and being a contributing member in her own, right? Not just like adding on, but, you know, holding down the fort on the bass. And, you know, it's just really cool to see that, you know, the span of 9 years and now she's growing up here at this age in 2018 at this point, right? And obviously much more today, but yeah, so cool. Yeah, I mean, now they're doing large shows at this age already. Like, it's sickening. It's just sickening. Maybe not large, but live shows. I mean, yeah, look at that audience. This either. Most of these I haven't heard. Oh, in Spanish. On your neck, on the shirt down your spine. Claiming that you're running from the lifestyle you spent. That's hard. You taught me words that don't make sense. So you don't often see an acoustic bass like that, right? You look at that, it looks like a guitar. Secondly, usually, at least in most of the videos I've seen, you see Allie and Danny reversed. Third, Danny sounds incredible here. Hey, little girl, do you feel satisfied? Yeah.
I wish I was special, but I'm a creep.
Oh, look at her feet. Yeah, it's so cool to see that evolution, that progression, right? What's even crazier, as if it's not crazy enough to witness what we just saw, that ends in 2020. Here as I make this is the beginning of 2025. And that, you know, anybody in just about anything with a significant amount of hard work, investment, time, dedication, perseverance, persistence, right, will improve and will continue to get better. And of course, we see that here with these girls. And then you add in just natural talent, and then it's next level. But the rate at which they continue to exponentially grow is unheard of. And what's even more crazy is that when that stopped, they exponentially continued to grow, right? Year over year, getting significantly better, not continuing to get better. Generally speaking, you start to reach a plateau. Who knows where nobody knows where their plateau is, because they just keep getting so much better year over year, month over month, it seems, right? And I haven't even seen that much of them recently, but I've just seen incredible growth. So, that's something that is, unique. It's special about these girls. And it was such a joy. It was such a privilege, a treat to watch this evolution and to see, how they've grown. And of course, there's much more behind the scenes with that, right? Again, it's important to give them credit, not just because they've accomplished what they've accomplished, but because they've accomplished what they've accomplished because of their dedication, because of their hard work, because of the sacrifices that they've made, because of the sacrifices that their family and perhaps friends, I don't know the backstory or what's involved, but there's no way these girls do it on their own. If nothing more than just the ability to, chauffeur them around and travel, to purchase the right equipment for them and to continue to invest in that equipment over time and get better equipment, right? To really be a guide for these girls. And I imagine they developed independence quite quickly, but still they needed parental figures and, folks like, band manager and things to that effect. I don't know the story of who's doing what or whatnot, but, clearly there's a lot of people that are not shown in this video that, have a big part in their success. Now, of course, let's not take away from the fact that the reason that the warning has become the warning is because of those three girls, those three sisters that we just watched evolve, essentially right before our eyes, up to a point that most would be very, 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 very proud if they got to that point in their lifetime. But at the tender young age, or not young age, but at the tender time of young ages of 2020, it's incredible. It's just remarkable how much they've continued to grow for the next 5 years. And I can't wait to see where they're going to grow for the next 5 years. So I think that is a great place to stop this video. I absolutely appreciate you. Each and every one of you, go ahead and subscribe to this video or subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. Like this video, share it, and consider joining the channel. There's a join button now for this channel. Consider supporting it, supporting the channel and getting early access to videos like this and so forth. Happy holidays, everyone. Take care.